Blackout might be the biggest success story that's come out of Black Ops 4 so far, which is saying a lot because the mode has had its fair share of problems and other controversies. Regardless, Blackout has become extremely popular, and with new things like the camo progression system being implemented this week, I'd expect to see even more players grinding the game mode, trying to ultimately unlock things such as dark matter. But did the introduction of a Battle Royale mode here in Black Ops 4 take away from the game's overall potential? What's up guys, Zachar Immortal here, welcome back to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today we're jumping back into the world of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to talk about that exact question. Did Blackout ruin Black Ops 4? Don't get me wrong, I find Blackout to be a very fun mode. The new Ambush LTM has definitely got me hooked, although it really highlights how bad I am at sniping. Nonetheless though, Blackout as a mode has had me grinding match after match, day after day. On the other side of the spectrum, multiplayer has also received a lot of my attention, and from a gameplay standpoint, maybe with the exception of specialists, multiplayer is not too bad either. Keep in mind I am talking from a raw gameplay perspective, not bringing content or lack thereof into the equation quite yet because, well, that's sorta the core focus of this video. Back before Black Ops 4 released, David Vonderhaar and Treyarch said that Black Ops 4 would be the most updated Call of Duty title to date, and that it would be a game that players would be grinding for years to come. But as it stands right now, the general perception of Black Ops 4 from the player base is not one that's screaming, hey, I'm gonna be playing this game 2 years down the road. Part of me has to wonder if Blackout is the main culprit when it comes to Black Ops 4's lack of consistent content. Sure, we've seen some operations and mini-events and a few bonus maps, although the majority of those are remakes, and Firing Range Night is a remake of a remake, so I really don't count that as new content. In previous years, bonus content wasn't a weekly or bi-weekly thing, but it was certainly more consistent than what we're seeing with Black Ops 4. Black Ops 2 had DLC packs, some DLC weapons, and a ton of DLC camos. Black Ops 3 once again had regular DLC packs and a supply drop system that was filled to the brim with fresh content in the form of camos, weapons, outfits, etc, etc. Black Ops 4 though is not following that same trend. Our black market is filled with recycled content each and every week. Black Ops Pass owners have next to no bonus content available to them, and the whole player base doesn't see frequent content updates outside of operations, it seems. So why is that? Perhaps it's because the man, David Vonderhaar, and presumably a handful of other multiplayer devs have switched their focus to Blackout. I think it's safe to say that Blackout was not planned for Black Ops 4 initially when the game's development first got underway. Fortnite and Battle Royale games as a whole were not really popular 3 years ago when the development of BO4 would have began, so it's clear that Blackout was added in at a later date to compete inside of the Battle Royale genre. This obviously was a big hindrance in overall progression of other areas of the game, as the Treyarch team presumably had to stop focusing on other elements of BO4 and start focusing on how they were going to create a Call of Duty Battle Royale mode. Even with the additional help of some outside sources, that is asking a lot of a developer team when they already have a clear plan of action in place. Like I mentioned, David Vonderhaar used to play a vital role in multiplayer development. Now it appears he basically has nothing to do when it comes to multiplayer, as apparently some screenshots have recently surfaced saying that he hasn't even played a single match of multiplayer since the game launched. This, one would have to presume, is because he is now focusing on Blackout's development and progression, probably alongside other previous MP developers who were ringed into the Blackout scheme when it was first announced. Obviously, when the team that created some of the greatest multiplayer experiences in COD history are no longer working on multiplayer, that means the experience now is probably going to be a little bit lackluster without them, and I'm definitely getting a hint of that here with Black Ops 4. Plus, Blackout is now an additional mode that requires daily monitoring and support, alongside major updates and patches along the way. Previously, when Blackout or a Battle Royale mode was not a thing, you had options like a campaign or special ops or whatever else, but those modes were something that were not a huge priority post-launch. That's obviously very different now with Blackout, meaning that the number of people that used to be able to focus strictly on post-game updates and bonus content is now thinned out and spread out thanks to the attention that Blackout requires. I assume Treyarch probably added some staff in order to meet deadlines once Blackout was ringed into the loop, but still, the impact that Blackout has had on Black Ops 4 as a whole is certainly one that is not all good. Sure, it's a fun mode to play and the experience it offers is definitely enjoyable, but I'm also inclined to believe that Blackout is behind multiplayer and even zombies receiving less attention and post-launch updates. I saw a post on Reddit the other day titled something like Black Ops 4 has the best raw gameplay since Black Ops 3, but the worst post-launch support in a while. And this I agree with to an extent. Like I said, gameplay-wise, I enjoy Blackout and I enjoy multiplayer. But from a support standpoint, I can't say Black Ops 4 is living up to its potential, and I believe Blackout is to blame there. And I guess I should mention that with this video, I'm not trying to say that Blackout is getting more updates than multiplayer or even zombies. What I'm really trying to get at is that because of the attention that Blackout does require for balancing and tunes and bug fixes and things of that nature, additional content has to be put on the back burner. Obviously, if you have major issues in a game, those are going to be the priority over things like a new camo or a new weapon. So that's really where I see Blackout limiting Black Ops 4's overall potential. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like on it, as it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new here to the channel and you want to stay up to date with everything Black Ops 4 related, maybe consider subscribing with your notifications turned on, that way you'll never miss another upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.